Good evening, traders. Let's start, hopefully, finally, the summary of the day, because I recorded first time, but without microphone. Now I'm sure that it's connected, so the second try. These are my zones, and when I'm looking at this chart, it looks so similar to Dow Jones or gold because of this all weeks. Look, guys, this is here on here or here. These reactions looks like the bad word fake outs, and I am a bit disappointed how GU is moving now, but of course we are still able to take some trades. I just don't like the price action with so many weeks which are just crossing the zones which should be solid. For new members, I hope that you can understand how I drew my demand zones. Here is the indecision candle, small range, and big shot to the up, which broke the previous high, and this I call leg out. Also here is the main demand zone, which put the price really high. Then we had just one reaction as accumulation phase. So these two zones are my main demands right now. When price was very close to the opening of Frankfurt session, here I would mark and I mark also the supply zone with small range and big leg out where price was delivered to the demand. So this is the supply zone, and just in case the one higher where we had the break of this whole structure, yes, this demand in here with this leg out was broken by this candle. So a lot of sellers were here, so that's why I would draw this zone as a supply. And I got one question a few days ago from one of our members, how I know exactly when I'm opening the charts what to look for, how I know that, oh yes, I want now to sell and price will not shot to the opposite direction. Because I trust my zones. This is simple answer. When I'm on the market, I have everything set up, and I see that I'm here somewhere just after Frankfurt opening time, and I'm on my drone the supply zone. So nothing else that look for a sell if price want to give me any signs. So I'm focused only on sells. I just want to change something. All right. And yeah, today I'm more prepared. I already marked my imbalances level on M1 just to make this video faster and without switching to the footprint to all the time rewind the chart to find some entries. Yeah, so here I wouldn't find any reason and any invitation to take a sell after Frankfurt opening. Here was the first sign that price want to go from the supply. It was nice distance from supply to demand, like 20 pips, but I didn't found the low risk entry. The old me from Geo Scalpers group, from the previous one, or even from the Forex Scalpers when I was a student, I would take the sell directly after London opening, because the volume decreased a lot of players appeared, and it was the push to the trend line, and price was still on the supply. For me, here could be the aggressive entry, but also we need to take a look on those equal highs inside the zone. I'm very picky with my setups, really, and I can even wait hours to take a safe transaction. Here was possible. I agree. It is perfect big move to the demand with any risk. But I wouldn't take this. Just talking about, because maybe someone wants to take also aggressive trades. And the push 2 minutes after London made an imbalance. This is how also Randy is trading. He probably also shared setup like this with this swap level when the low was broken and then the new high appeared just to fill the imbalance. And really imbalance appeared exactly in this level. So it means how strong push it was, so how many sellers were needed to break this low, to break a structure. And imbalance needs to be filled. It is of course no need. It is good to be filled, to have the balance, not any imbalances. But when price came here, I wouldn't take this from two reasons. The main, because it was to the demand, 13 pips. Maybe I would think about this. Also here could be money, because this week wasn't taken. Here could be some pending buy orders. No one could know at this moment. But for me, too small distance. And when in my head would be the idea that the imbalance here was filled, so here was also equal highs. And yeah, this can be sometimes never-ending story to always mark the highs and or lows like a steps. But for me, it wasn't worth the game. Yeah, and also here, very nice similar example to this one. Price break the low, so it means so many sellers, so they are still active, that they didn't give enough time for buyers to react. And also the imbalance was filled later, but take a look, it was just 6 pips from the month. I am not taking opposite trades where price is so close to the main zone. And then appeared something strange. Very big move, probably caused by this equal lows on the higher edge of the demand zone. So we could expect that this move is a liquidity grab. What was strange, here I marked the golden box as the kind of my own heat map, because on this week on footprint there are large sell orders, and for me it was very logic, because some guys, some big banks like to make deeper invader to take a trade from lower demand. We are also doing like this, right? When we see so close zones, we should wait for lower risk to take a trade from the lower demand in this case. And maybe I have this right now, and here, yes, you can see how many large orders were even on bottom of the candle. Yes, on closure, here's the closure, 68, they put 135 contracts, 45, and then also were a lot. I would mark this on footprint like here, and it was for me logic. Yes, they wanted to see the price here to fill this order, because here's another demand, and this unfortunately didn't happen. But if we see a move like this, we are waiting for breaking the imbalance. Here we have imbalance, and it was broken by the first candle. Yes, this imbalance, always imbalances on the liquidity grab move need to be broken to confirm that this is just taking the stop losses. It's not joining the sellers for a further deeper drop. It was taken. I marked this bit lower here, my imbalance, because this one candle on M1 footprint made also imbalance. Here could be very, very aggressive entry. Honestly, with my style, I would take this risk, even if this supply wasn't broken. I would expect this. Just the risk was still these orders. Then maybe I'm making confused now. Sorry, delete, replay. Now, if I'm thinking, it was very, very dangerous. Yes, the price could still go deeper. the supply was broken here. No, sorry guys, forget what I said 2 minutes ago. But yes, here was the imbalance. Here could be the entry, because price, the candle has over 2 times lower volume than this one, the measured one, right here. Yes, but in this case we still didn't have the confirmation that supply is broken, right? So could be very risky, but also possible. I just really don't like. Always remember, please guys, 2 zones close to each other are very, very dangerous place. Then when I shared my charts on Discord, I marked this area as a good way to join the market, because it's like my textbook setup. If we have here supply and it is broken by some move, and it is creating the demand zone, this is very, very important area, and it already made the imbalance. And here one tip, how to find your correct candle. If the move is so sharp like this one, only bullish candles, and you are asking yourself how to join the market, this is this move, right, on the M5 footprint. I would mark this one candle where the zero imbalance was, the stronger one for me. We can even mark this here, and by choosing in this area the 1 minute, we will save our markups. So now, sorry, I need to switch just for this one example, how to be very accurate, or with I mean the big precision. Sorry, I want to show everything too fast. Blah blah blah. And here, yes, here's the beginning of our M5 candle. So I don't need this anymore. I know where I am on market, and this imbalance appeared on the leg out on 11:28, just the beginning of the candle. Even if this is on M1, the looks like the first cluster, and I don't use clusters, but from M5, from the whole wave, here was the main zero imbalance. So now I know that the beginning of candle at 11:28 is my imbalance, and this is exactly this candle. Here at the beginning was the imbalance, also demand. Honestly, I was waiting for some reaction to maybe here join the market, but price decided something different. Here we had also one imbalance. Entry could be with not very big, like 3 pips. Wow, I missed this one. But here was the imbalance, this one candle, which was responsible of breaking this supply. This could be measured, but by reading the footprint, this was already filled, and then price was, we can see here, these 3 bars were with decreasing volume, so the entry could be here with SL below the measured candle, 3 pips. I would aim for this previous highs, equal highs, as 11 pips. Yes. So question to you, if this is worth the game, your 1% to get over 3% or not. I know that a lot of you are aiming for 10-12 pips. This is not easy strategy. The entries are need practice, a lot of practice to feel more comfortable with them. So I'm not disappointed, or yeah, I can accept that you are aiming lower to manage your wallet. So it was possible, and then appeared this mix of compression and equal highs with push to the up, but this push was from to the nowhere. Nothing was reached. Yet the main supply was bit above, like 1.5 pip or something like this. Maybe I didn't draw this perfectly, but I remember that I on chart said that it was like 2 pips. The price missed. So if we have here equal highs, looks like liquidity grab with break of structure. Please remember that price need to do this pattern into the big zone. bigger zone, I mean bigger time frame, higher time frame, lower risk of bad setup. So I wouldn't look here for any sell. From nowhere, price was really sitting here, and we can see the equal highs, two tops, like resistance with maybe even triple top here to invite sellers. Boom to the up. Finally, price was on the supply. And then I said on chart that I am looking for a sells. Sorry if some of you took early sell. I said also later that I drew my zone not correctly, because there's one reason. Even if my zones are not perfectly drawn, I am looking for explanation why the hell price is going up. Yes, I don't like to see so deep invader when I'm looking for a sell, because it can only mean that buyers are very strong. So then I switched to the 1 hour time frame, and I realized that here is the main supply, the big zone, huge leg out, and it didn't change my idea of looking for a sell. Also, I have here my imbalances. If this is read as a taking these highs, yes, this previous one, and also this move looks like compression, the complete compression, I marked here the imbalance. It wasn't broken. So even without footprint, this demand wasn't broken. Then another imbalance, price rejected to make new high. Then another imbalance from footprint, price made another high. Doing all the time demand zones on the way. So even if I drew my zone incorrect, because higher was another supply, there was any invitation for us to take a sell position. It appeared here when this imbalance was broken. Here, volume slowly decreased, but I would be honestly scared. It was really good entry, like 3 pips, and to the equal lows from nowhere. It could be really nice distance, like 30 pips, or somewhere here like almost 20 pips. Like this area is also interesting. Aggressive entry, but I found nice one a bit later. When price was still dropping, I was looking at my footprint. Good confirmations. All the imbalances from bull pressure were taken. Yes, were broken. And by those two, the main were the whole move appeared. The last push, a bit longer than I expected. Price made a supply. So this is what I'm always taking when some important area is broken by creating a new zone. This zone is very important for me. It was same like here, right? The supply was broken by fresh made demand. They need so much power that they made imbalance to push the price, to break the zone. Same appeared here. As here were two imbalances in one moment, and by one push it was broken. Price made imbalance at opening of this bearish candle. It was supply, so two confirmations. Price came here and lost volume. Here could be very, very good entry. I was sitting on charts. I didn't take any trade. And from here to the first distance was 10, but I really love this equal lows. Very good distance, perfect price action. And what later? The first move after reaction with this supply also made demand, made imbalance, but I would not join because the candle which rejected from here has higher volume. So it would be for me very risky. 16 pips or 15, my favorite, but my rule is that the candle I want to join need to be with lower volume. This is very important rule. Later price reacted also with this, but how? Yes, missed the supply, broke this imbalance and then shut down. I wouldn't see any entry in here to join the sellers once again because of this small gap they left. And last imbalance I found on this price action was here. Yes, like Randy is drawing, break of some low on the way, push was so strong that made imbalance, confirmed on footprint, and then price came here. But these weeks were very high. The safe stop loss should be a bit bigger, maybe like 5 pips just above the measured candle, because look at this perfection. This candle was broke this low with the middle, yes, in the 50%. Beautiful candle, beautiful measurement, but yeah, the stop loss could be very, very high, maybe above this week, but who could know, right, if this would be not another spike. But it was 1 to the free trade, yes, 15 pips to the supply. Looks very nice, good price action, only rejection weeks, but this setup needed a bit more set stop loss, but the TP was in 5 minutes. And here once again price missed the zone. This is very strange, very, but price left imbalance in here as I marked, and I wouldn't join because the volume was extremely high. Even the next candle has higher volume than the measured one in here. Still the risk, same situation as here. Price didn't reach the demand. Very strange. So it means only how dangerous was looking for a buy. So as a quick summary, aggressive entry 1. Here very good textbook for me. Could be the trade of the day, joining the market here. So second setup, this is invalid. 2 setups. Here was very nice one. Third setup, and maybe this as a fourth. If someone believes so much on imbalances and the break of structures, to join the early London guys, but the distance was not so big. So let's say 4, and this the 5, number 5, very aggressive break of structure with taking a pressure with increasing volume. So let's say the 5 setups was possible today, but definitely the trade of the day I would mark from here. Good one, very good one trade. Okay guys, 23 minutes video. I don't want to sorry because I spoke to my friend in chat, and he also told me that he would look for these videos even if they need to be watched at like 1 hour. Yesterday I really felt uncomfortable, that I was feeling that I'm missing a lot of valuable maybe informations for the others. I cannot make so short videos. Look guys, I was just talking about 5 setups, what to miss, what to leave because it is safer, where to join, why it was dangerous to join here the sell transaction. I cannot miss important things when most of us are trading from Frankfurt to the early New York session. I cannot. Yesterday I wasn't happy with the video, so sorry. This is not something that you need to watch. These are additional lessons, and please understand, I just can't. If price is boring and it was one setup, okay, maybe it will be 10-15 minutes. But if price is really nicely moving and are doing a lot of traps for not only for retailers but also for us, for the more advanced traders, there's a lot to talk. Yes, but as I said, these are additional lessons, not anything that you need to watch. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and please understand me. See you tomorrow.